new Tyler, the Creator album?
Yeah, so this is a really compelling, interesting, kind of out of nowhere project by Tyler, only 9 months after Chroma Copia. And it's an explicitly non-conceptual album. He's given very clear instructions that there's no deep double entendres, no lyrical miracle shit. This is just for having fun. This is for body movement, only speak in glory, leave your baggage at home, have fun, and don't tap the glass. And it's a really powerful and compelling foil to his last album, which was a very deep and profound record going into his childhood, different traumas that he experienced growing up without a father, getting older, considering becoming a parent, all really interesting existential and philosophical questions of getting older. It was a really layered, deep exploration of his psyche. And we actually went to the concert earlier this year, Parker, which was a lot of fun. But this album is, while it's explicitly non-conceptual, like Cole Kuchna said on the Dissect podcast, that is also a concept within itself. And I think it's worth pausing and actually talking about this a little bit, because this is something I've written a lot about on my Substack, about just what it means to live a good life. And I'm really interested in mental health and transformation, and the culture is as well. Therapy is popular, meditation's popular, psychedelics are now popular, all these new methods for self-improvement and examining the psyche, examining the mind. And a lot of people are trying these things. I've tried some of these things. It's just a really important reminder in our culture where this process of self-improvement, which a lot of people are very interested in, sometimes we can get too lost in that whole world and forget to have fun. And I've been thinking a lot about this, about the need to not just always be on this treadmill of self-improvement and trying to get to a point of like, one day I'll excavate all my trauma and work on all my issues and get to a point where I'll be fully healed and then I'll be able to enjoy. That's not really how it works. And Tyler's album just really evokes this powerful question of, can you have fun without being a fully self-actualized person? And I think our culture is headed in the right direction for encouraging people to be introspective and examine their traumas and baggage from their parents and grandparents, and developing emotional intelligence and self-awareness and working through their issues. But that is a very long, complex process. That's not an overnight thing. These deep inner wounds from childhood that we carry, different aspects of our psyche that need to be improved, healed, altered. Our model of reality, as my friend who's a psychotherapist, David Sutcliffe, said on my podcast, psychotherapy is the process of examining and altering your model of reality, because our model of reality is often faulty and shaped by trauma. And so as we mature, we want to look at aspects where parts of our psyche, our thought patterns, our emotions are no longer serving us. And all that's very important, but we can't get too obsessed with that and forget to actually have fun and dance and be in the moment. And so for those people that Tyler, I think, is speaking to, including himself, coming from Chroma Copia, his last album, where he goes really deep into growing up without a father and the complex dynamics with his mother, he's reminding himself to let loose and have fun within the process, because this is a lifelong journey. And it's still an open question to me, like, how much progress can you make in life through doing things like therapy and psychedelics, meditation? Like, what's the point of arrival? What's the point of improving so much that now you can kind of relax? And it's really this constant tension where you're to some degree, you're always on the journey and definitely improving, but also relaxing and being in the moment and having fun too, and not always being obsessed with trying to hyper optimize and work through all your trauma all the time. That can become an impairment as much as it could become a tool for self-growth as well. And so Tyler's really speaking to that very powerful tension within our culture of self-improvement versus having fun. And so this album is just a really fun ride of experiences. Musically, there's really smooth R&B, disco, funk. I mean, his usage of synthesizers across this album is incredible. I mean, he's really cementing himself as a kind of a Kanye West type producer. He talks about in the Zane Lowe interview how this is a very simple, uncomplicated process. Like, he finds a couple samples, finds a couple synths, a couple piano chords, invites a friend to sing on it, and boom, it's just a very quick delivery process. And at this point, he can do that and create a compelling project. Again, not a very deep, multi-layered cinematic narrative journey into his psyche, but just a very fun, danceable project. Songs like Ring, 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 I'll Take Care of You, Don't You Worry, Baby. Really good vocals on all those songs. Really fun, smooth, danceable instrumentals on all those tracks. Especially Don't You Worry, Baby. Don't you worry, baby. I got time and I'ma give it to you. Just like a really fun, memorable, sentimental summer song. I think it's arrived at the perfect time in our culture when we're trying to figure out just how to be better people and work on ourselves, but also not forget how to have fun. So it's a really fun project where he's bouncing across different genres and just reminding us to just have fun and not hold on too tightly to this constant treadmill of self-improvement. So I'm really impressed.